What's good? What's good? What's good? This is Kenny Catfish coming back at you with another one. This is the second video of Madden 21 on my channel. You guys, I'm sorry for the delay. I'm out here trying to balance my work-life balance schedule. It is no joke. So I'm glad to be back. Today we're going to rehash some of these audibles from last year. And I'm going to show you guys that it's a little bit of slight changes. Now this video is going to be lengthy, a little lengthy, because it's the first, it's the first of the scheme or whatever. So we're going back to the gun split slot and the slot offset. So if you've been around the block, you guys know how this go. It's a few slight changes from the I don't like to use the word animations, but it's a few slight changes from there. So I'm gonna break that stuff down, and I'm gonna put the audibles for the new guys and for the other guys who kind of went their own way with this stuff. What I like to do is I like to come out here and set audibles like if, let's go to a random formation like something like this, and you look at what audibles they have preset. Let's look at a better one. Okay, slants, inside zone, full vertical, PA dig. Those are generic plays, man. You can come out here and make your own slants. You can make your own inside zone by just doing some RPO. That's what I'm saying. So if you look at that formation, every formation is verticals and slants and stuff like that. It's like generic basic plays. So we get out here, that's what we do on this channel. We get out here and we optimize these formations. So today we're working from the slot offset and the split slot, because you're able to audible into one of these at the same time. You know what I mean? So let's just go over some of the plays first. So right now we're working with the split slot. The split slot has 9 plays in it. It has the slants, which is, like I say, a basic play, halfback weak, PA wheel, read option, PA slide, shovel option, deep curls. Only reason, that's a generic play too. Only reason why it's pretty good is because you have the little angle route. It has the slip screen, slot post angle. Now I'm gonna show you guys how you get creative. You're gonna like this. Don't pay attention to how many times I called this play. I've played over 20 games already. I've played about 20 games so far. I don't know where they're getting these numbers from, but I've done this more. I've done solo challenges. So I've played, 20 opponents. So I don't know where they're getting these numbers from. I really don't know. So anyway, let's get into it. So like I say, we like to optimize the whole audible scheme. So slants, that gotta go. You can call any play and just make slants, any passing play. What we like to do is we like to put read option right here. You want to put a read option. The reason why you want to do that is because, let's go out here on the field. Reason why you want to put a read option right here is because it'll give you the ability to hand this ball off right here. And then when the defense start cramming in and you come out in this formation again, well, despite what the defense is in right now, you can audible to the sweet weep and go left.
At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they're going to get this beat. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And they'll get him down after a... They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Always got some breathing room. And they do get it.
I'll just randomly pick a play and we go back to that. All right, so deep curls, that gotta go. I like to put slot post angle. Reason why I like to do that is because you have 3 routes up in here that you can't hot route to. You have the angle on the running back, and you have that post. The post is the main man you're gonna go to, either the post or the out route, and then you come back down to the 2 running backs on the check down. Sometimes you can put square on the slot, but these are the main plays. If you follow and watch some of the videos from last year from the 4-minute offenses, you will see that I always went to that out route. And man, that out route is deadly. So we put that on here. Guys, if you're new, we strive to have gameplay footage in this scheme. My channel, I always have gameplay footage. I would never come out here in practice mode the whole day and just run some stuff in practice and throw some stuff on the wall hoping it stick. So many YouTubers do that. You get out there in the game and it's tighter coverage because you're not playing against the computer AI. You're playing against a skilled user who closes in on windows and crash lanes. He take away passing angles and rushing lanes, and you know, it's not much space. So just trust the process around here. All right, so R1, I take out halfback wheel. I use it sometime, but the switch route is the only route that's pretty cool, you know, that red route. So I don't use that as a main play. The reason why we have these audibles is because any given down you can utilize these audibles. So with that being said, I put a screen right here. You can never go wrong with a halfback screen. Over here, once again, we like to attack the user. We like to manipulate the user, not the AI. This is not a channel where I'm finna tell you to put this guy in motion, hot route him, put him on the street, put him on the drag, put him on a double move, and then hit height. I'm not gonna do that. We don't do one play touchdowns and tricks and gimmicks over here. We play X's and O's. We don't play Madden. We play football. Get it? Got it? Good. Sorry I gotta come off like this, but yeah, I'm just so serious and passionate about this. All right, so that's, if you need to take a picture, there you go. So the remaining plays from this formation that you would use sometime is the PA slide, because it has double posts. There's going to be times where that user is going to be focused on the outside, like that sweep and stuff like that. So he's going to leave the middle wide open.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneers.
Wide open. Shovel option. That's another good play. There's going to be times where I will only use shovel option on, like, when I can only have 1 yard or inches and stuff to go. You know what I mean? I would never be looking for home runs and stuff like that. Let me show you how to run it real quick. First of all, I probably wouldn't do it against that defense, but I'm just doing it just because. So you have triangle and R1. You're going to basically, and I'm going to the right. Basically, you're going to read that left end over there with the P. And you got to do it quick, too, because he's going to come hit you.
Deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people.
And he's in. Touched in capital letters here. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with 4.
All right, so yeah, they're quick reads. You got to be quick on the feet with that, though. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get your little 1 yard and your 2 yards and stuff like that, and your inches. But you got to make sure you don't throw that ball the wrong way. So you have a choice to go to triangle, or you have a choice to go to R1. And if I'm coming out here in a play like that and the middle is wide open, that's why you switch to your read option. You know what I mean? I find that, and I've said this before, that read option plays has better blocking than the inside zones. For some reason, I don't know, I just see it as more blocking than the inside zones. With this, I probably go with this way. I probably go with the sweep. Do not put your hand on that speed button until you get to the second level, or unless you're in trouble. If you put your hand on the speed button, you're going to make the defense more aggressive. They're going to respond to you even more. So that's all I can say about that. Screen. Let's talk about the screenplay. You always have to have a screen in your back pocket. This is like the lifeline. You know what I mean? Like, let's remember that game they had what's called a lifeline, when you can, you know, you can ask for a clue, or, you know, you can make a phone call or whatever. You use screen passes when the user is on the opposite side of the field. So for instance, if I'm audible into if I'm just doing a regular play and my user is like somewhere over here, because sometimes they're going to focus and they're going to be on guys like this and just try to take away all of that. Like, he's going to try to take away both of these guys. That's when you come out here and use the screenplay.
To make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 30 on second down, Brady, he'll set up the screen to Fournette.
Like, he's like a, even if I'm like right here or right here, even if he's right here, he has the ability to just shoot cross this way once he senses that it's a screen. But at that point, he'll be too late because he'll be target fixated on those receivers out there. So the user, he's like the queen piece on the chessboard. You know, he can move up, down, left, right, diagonal. It don't even really matter. He can just move, opposed to the defense who's in purples and they're kind of like, they have designated assigned seats. That's what we'll just say for the lack of a better term. All right, so always have a screen in all your audibles. You know that you can never go wrong with a screen. All right, see what we got out here. Oh yeah, let's talk about the slot post angle real quick. I'll show you some reads. I'll show you when to do it and why to do it and where to do it. We're gonna just randomly go to random. All right, so here we go. If I'm coming out here, I see press coverage. Automatically, I'm not really going to think about circle because it's press coverage and it's cover 2. It looks like a cover 2 read because it's too high safety. So I would be trying to go somewhere to like Westbrook or Thompson. And usually the user will probably be like somewhere up in here. So it's going to be like a cat and mouse between these two. Don't sleep on that check down right here with Armstead. They won't even pay him attention because he's in one of those check and release go routes. And another thing, once I snap the ball, the user is really going to go straight to this angle route if he's looking. Check this out now. Yep, pay attention to this play right here. This is the main play out of this whole scheme passing wise without doing the auto motions, and we're going to get to that in a second because that's the fun stuff. That's the meat and potatoes of this whole scheme. Okay, you guys ever played, right, and you have what's called tunnel vision, or you're target fixated on something? You never, like when you snap the ball and you just cannot see anything but your one receiver, like there's nothing else in your peripheral. That's how the user can be on defense. He's either gonna see X on that deep post, or he's gonna see triangle. He cannot play both. Now a skilled user will see one of them and pick, and then he'll switch back. So be careful of that. So with this read, I probably wouldn't even do this play because it's too high safeties and he's in the middle. So I probably just check down to like a read option and go like that. Now you're not going to get this many yards every single time. Practice mode is just an inkling idea of what could happen. So I never take practice mode serious. So those guys are cheating you when they get in practice mode and do these plays. But like I say, over here we have live gameplay footage, and I have to back my stuff up with receipts. And subscribers who's been around, they know what I mean. You know what I mean? Oh, you know what? Let's go back to this last formation real quick. Let's go back to that formation. I want to show you guys something. We're going to get in Tampa too. Before we get up out of there, I want to go over this PA wheel. Cause yeah, we pretty much covered all this. I want to go over this PA wheel. PA wheel is a play that you won't have in your audible. I like to do PA wheel when I'm down here, all the way to down here in the red zone. Now, I like how like a week ago, one guy, he said in the comment section, he admired how I come out here on my 4-minute offense drives that I show you guys, and I'm in the same exact formation throughout the whole entire drive. That's how you want to do it, because you get to maximize every possibility of the few plays that you do have. In fact, it makes you better because it makes you see more. It humbles you a little more. So I'm going to show you this play. This is PA wheel. This is against a too high safety look, which is, I guess, based on how the depth of the cornerbacks, they're not backed off, but they're not pressed in. So this looks like a cover 2, or it looks like some kind of 2-man under. So we like to always move this guy over here in motion. And now it turns into a 4-wide spread. And keep in mind that you have a play action. So sometimes that can draw the user in and make him kind of bite in. So he won't even be where the money route is. The money route is DJ chart, which is square. So we're going to see what happens. And I'm going to show you another thing. So I'm going to kind of baseline these guys. That's pretty much what they'll do. And they some kind of play in the middle.
Close quickly. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. On play action, it's Brady. And Evans calls it.
Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And Evans hauls it in.
This is one of the nice plays you would do. This, like, this is one of these plays where you do all those little small little nitpick plays, and then you come at the end of the drive and take a shot at them to let them know, hey, you better back up and you better respect me and get all these guys out the box. There's a difference between pre-snap read and post-snap read. I always strive to look at the pre-snap read, and that's basically what you see before the snap of the ball. What you see a split second after the ball is snapped is called a post-snap read, and it can be very different from pre-snap. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I will only do this play versus cover 2, and then what I'm doing is I'm reading. I'm looking at the user. He's usually going to be the middle linebacker, and sometimes they will automatically take this play out by doing this, by putting this guy in the middle third and making it look like this. So you automatically just not gonna get square on this, so you have to rely on like Armstead or a Conley cross on the drag route or the late dig route with Westbrook. So I'm just showing you how to like maximize all your tools. So let's go back to the play calling screen. I'm gonna hit random, and this is gonna be way more smoother when I do the next videos in the 4-minute offense. So I have to do a couple of that, y'all. I have to do a couple of more of these 4-minute offenses just to let you know the slight changes and stuff. So sorry about that to the guys who already been around. Then we're going to other stuff. So I got the PA slide. That's another one of your plays. This is nice to attack the cover 2 all the time, because once you do the play action, the middle linebacker, which is the user, he will kind of bite sometime. Like I say, we want to manipulate the user, not the computer AI. We're not trying to do one-play touchdowns around here, because if you try to do that stuff against a skilled user on defense, he will eat you alive. So we have to go tit for tat. And sometimes when you put him on the drag route, a lot of people like to do drags anyway to be safe. The user will bite on the drag and open up Conley and Westbrook. All right, so that guy rotated. Listen, y'all, listen. When I snap this, when I look out there, the way I read the defense is I look at the very top first. Okay, I see 2 high safeties. Then I look at the cornerbacks. Okay, they're pressed. Then I look at the linebackers, then the line. And sometimes, according to how all that shapes out, it'll let me know if I can just instantly just check out of all this and just go back to the run plays right here. You know what I mean? So you got to process that stuff. You just can't come out here with your eyes closing, running around with your eyes closed. That'll get you killed. All right, so that's that. Let's move forward to the next formation. I'm gonna randomly play that. Slot offset, gun slot offset. Here we go. They give us a cross screen. They give us RPO peak zone bubble, which I like to call swing right. Now, this is the fun part of the whole scheme, because you have 3 pages of nothing but auto motions. So you have the motion start to go as well. You have the motion wide cross, the triple option, motion spot. On the other side, you have all your swing lefts. So it's 2 pages of swing rights, like with that type of route. It's an auto motion to the right. 2 pages of that. And then 1 page of the left. Let me show you the audibles. And then you have another page right here, and these are kind of like basic plays. Shakes, it's all right. Post, it's all right. None of that stuff. There's only about 10 plays that I utilize throughout this whole scheme. And listen, you can use this scheme and do a whole drive and win a whole ball game in just nothing but these two formations all day long. You can make some opponents quit after two drives, after one drive, because it's so aggravating and confusing. So don't just bounce around and just use one play out of this. Utilize this stuff. Get creative with it. Take losses, and once you start taking losses, it's gonna humble and discipline you on what to do and what not to do. You have to dictate whether the offense and defense is going to cover one. You know, the defense is going to either cover one, cover 2, 3, 4, 6, or 9, or all that other stuff, or all out blitzes. You dictate that part. So we take middle slants out because it's a basic play, and what I like to do is put my RPO read bubble, as I refer to as swing left. Triangle is already in there. That's a swing right. So we're good there. I like to take shapes out because you don't get separation with these corner routes no more. And you don't get separation with the table routes anymore. So that was 2 years ago and stuff. They done took that out the game. So I like to put the triple option in here. The reason why I'm doing that is because this is one of the plays where you do that auto motion and it gets better blocking, you know, better blocking schemes when you hand this ball off. And if they crash too hard in, you get to pitch it out. So I put that in there, and I take this motion stutter go out in exchange for the motion PA double post. So now we have, when you look at the audibles, well, I'm gonna go on the field right here. That's the swing right. That's the swing left. Then you have the triple option. This is very powerful, guys. Right here, right up the middle. And you have the PA motion double post. Now I've already explained this before, like I say last year, but I'm just rehashing this stuff for the rookies and the new people and the people who only got a little bit of this last year and didn't really interpret it. Okay, so if I saw that look right there on defense, I'm automatically going that way because it's just too much space out there. You see where the in between the cornerback and that right end, it's just too much space. If that right end crash in and the cornerback crash in, I'm throwing to the swing route just like this. And that block is gonna happen. That block is gonna happen, and I've proven that so many times. This was my most used formation last year. I've won so many games off just this. So this time I would be going this way because the D-line is crashed in and it's too much space. You guys have got to learn how to find your space and your gaps, your passing lane, your rushing lanes, and your windows. You got to take the time. Sometimes just stop and just look. Don't be so in a rush to know what you want to do. Now with this, I wouldn't be trying to pass. What I would be trying to do is run in between the left guard and left tackle. So I would put this out here, the swing right, and I would just hand it off. Just like that. See, with the swing left and swing right, you have 3 plays into one. You know, you can, I can hand this ball off, I can throw to the swing, or I can run with the quarterback. The user is usually going to be like right here somewhere in the middle, and he's going to do all kind of little stuff with his line. He's going to bring them in and try to come down, and that's when you would be setting them up for the kill switch. Sometimes they're going to do this to the cornerbacks. They're going to do that little base of line move, and the cornerback will appear to be out here and just miss the line, and you can go right over the top. I reset this stuff. All right, and well, let me just do a play real quick. Yeah, he's gonna do all kind of little stuff. So you have to. I'm building this audible scheme right here on both of these formations for you to have everything at your arsenal. You know what I mean? That's when you go for the kill play. This is the kill play right here. Like up in this area of the field, that user is gonna follow that swing route. You have to be ready. I like to put square on the drag route too, so he can look that way. So on the snap of the ball, he's in the middle. He has to pick somewhere to go. If he go back there, you get the drag route. If he get on the drag route, you get to go right behind him on Westbrook. I'm gonna do this play, and I'm gonna show you what a user would do. All right, let's break this down to a science. Now, they use these two words called peek and read for a reason, and alert, same thing. You have to really be zeroed in on the cornerback over there to whichever way you're swinging, the user to see if he's gonna stay home or he's gonna follow the swing, and you also have to zero in on the defensive end to see if he's gonna crash in or stay home. All of those things have to be processing in your mind within that little third of a second that the ball is traveling from the center to the quarterback. And that's going to dictate where you're going. Get in practice mode, play some games, go through the trial and error. You have to go through the discovery to see what's what. And then it becomes second nature. Now, I do want to get into the most important slight change of this whole scheme, and that's right here. So as you see, the first screen has these auto motions. We'll just pick one real quick. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go to random. Yeah, I'm gonna show you real quick. Okay, if you look at the swing right, watch Armstead. Watch how he go all the way across the running back. All the way across. You saw that, right? I'm gonna hit start. Armstead went all the way across the running back and didn't stop. Straight cross. Okay? Watch the difference between this and the triple option. Watch what Armstead do. He get back here and he stall and stop. If you make the right read and you pitch it on time, you're gonna get some green, some real estate. This is a very underrated play. But yeah, the way he stopped like that, it was very different from the way he stopped. See how he don't even go all the way across? He stopped as if it's like a I formation or a pistol or something like that. And it kind of will make the user stay in the middle. I don't know what was EA intentions of this, but I really don't like it. Instead of him to, he should be these auto motions are supposed to be the mirroring image of each other. Like if it's another play where he does that on too. So I think it's 9 auto motion plays out of here, but it's only 2 of them that he does that little delayed stop, and I don't really like it, man, because if the right user is playing, he's gonna know what the play is, But the good thing about this is this formation is only in like 4 playbooks. It's in the spread playbook, which is very, very underrated because we have 33 shotguns. We don't have any under centers with the I formation stretch and the single back bunches and stuff. So, and the strong wing. So it's underrated. As far as Green Bay, Tennessee, and Arizona, that's a different story. Those playbooks aren't underrated, but they're not overrated as well. So if I played 25 users, I would see these plays maybe like 3 times. Somebody will at least attempt to do it, but I have never seen someone do a whole audible scheme like I do in this. I will come out this and beat you down to the ground until you run me up out of it. You got me? So yeah, motion inside zone is the other play that does that, I think. Let's see. Yeah, man, look at that. Why would he stop and stall? It's like a dead giveaway. Why don't you just keep going all the way across so the user can just follow you like this? If he go all the way across, the user gonna follow him. Yeah, so I don't know what EA intentions was for that. I really don't like it. I don't care for it. And I don't depend on and rely on patches like people do. So hopefully if they patch that up, man, they change that stuff, but I doubt they'll do it. They did that for a reason. Maybe. Ain't no telling, man. It's no telling, but keep that in mind, though. Anyway, this is Kenny Catfish. You guys have been great. I'm on this thing, y'all. I'm just trying to get my work-life balance together. You guys stay tuned for this gameplay footage. Hit me up in the comment section and hit the like button, y'all. That'll get me going a little bit. You know, you hit that like button, it'll bring more action to the channel. So that's that. I'ma holler at you guys.
We be grinding, and if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be live.